Thanks so much for staying with us, and a special welcome to you on the internet at cvmtv.com. Remember to download the CVM TV mobile phone app on Google Play Store. Approximately 50 days since the swearing-in of the cabinet, one of the 10 promises of the JLP campaign has become a reality with the appointment of a chairman for the promised Economic Growth Council, whose targets would return Jamaica to GDP growth unseen since the 1980s. We have more from Joel Crosskill.
The new czar of the Economic Growth Council, under the Ministry of Growth and Job Creation in the office of the Prime Minister, has now been officially appointed.
I today humbly accept the challenge, the responsibility. I feel a debt of duty that my situation and my energy can be used to give every Jamaican child the opportunity to have the same fulfillment as I have in my life. That's the reason I'm doing it.
Prime Minister Andrew Holness outlined some of the massive expectations he has invested in the council and the man charged to lead it.
His task will be to build local and international support for our growth agenda in practical ways to bring investments to the island. And let me say, bring large investments to the island, because we really need to grow really fast.
Mr. Holness described the appointment and establishment of the council as a watershed moment in Jamaica's political economy.
It has taken the IMF for the society as a whole to come to the understanding that government cannot be profligate, that government has to be frugal, and government has to work towards a balanced budget, that we have to reckon with our borrowing, that we can't continue to develop on debt, we have to develop on growth.
Since independence in 1962, Jamaica's GDP has averaged 1.6% growth. Over the past 20 years, that average has been reduced to 0.51%, and over the past decade, a paltry 0.198%. Statistics that underscore the boldness of the Council's current growth ambitions.
So as chairman of the ECG, I pledge that the ECG will work tirelessly and passionately to achieve a GDP growth rate of 5% over the next 4 years of our term, which is 10 times more than what we have seen over the last 20 years, which is 25 times more than we have seen over the last 10 years. But that's our pledge. We're going to work tirelessly to achieve that goal.
Widely regarded as among the most successful and visionary entrepreneurs Jamaica has ever produced, Lee Chin recognizes the scale of the task he has undertaken will require a collaborative approach superseding even his own council members.
I'm taking on this challenge with a heavy dose of innocence. But now I'm in the ocean, I have to swim. And I'm confident that I'll get a lot of help along the way. Is my confidence misplaced?
Jamaica's prime architect of growth also issued a challenge to other stakeholders, including the opposition PNP, to make their own commitment to the growth agenda known publicly.
To secure absolute success in this mission, we need the written and public pledge of all stakeholders. So I'm going to call on the Association of SMEs to give Jamaica a written and public pledge as to what their involvement is going to be, their commitment to growth is going to be. I'm going to call on the youth of Jamaica to give a written and public pledge as to what their involvement is going to be.
Joel Crosskill, CVM News.
And now that the government has installed the Economic Growth Council designated to facilitate expansion, what can the average Jamaican look forward to if the council is successful in its ambitions?
The average Jamaican will be impacted in terms of jobs and opportunities. That is the outcome of growth, jobs and opportunities. So the objective is quite simple. We want more jobs, We want for every Jamaican to realize, to feel, and be confident that tomorrow is going to be better than today by virtue of what they see, what they feel, what they experience.
Now, part of the anticipated benefit of the appointment of the council would be to identify and eliminate bottlenecks and bureaucracy that have previously stifled investments.
It is not another layer of bureaucracy. It is meant to simplify, clarify, and expedite economic growth.
Says he remains committed to an approach to governance that seeks to eradicate the perception that democratic power lies in the hands of legislators alone.
It is not the intention of government that you should suffer while we achieve economic growth. That it is a partnership where we work together, and that the benefits of the partnership will be shared equitably and fairly. That you have a role to play in growth, and we are bringing you in at the table.
And you can hear more on this interview in a one-on-one interview with Owen James right after Newswatch.